See, I just finished the last of the chapters of me doing all my hat shopping. It's a way of doing things that should have been done and happened in the first place. About these Hollywood icons, honoring these fellow comedians. Yeah, the shit happened with me, man. I was already gone. I was going like past 10 o'clock this morning, all prior to what happened last night. Mm. Couldn't get to the couldn't get to the fried chickens. I was about to eat. That I already gotten from I got them from Rouse's that was on Barone Street. That was yesterday. I was gone, man. I was gone like past 10 o'clock this morning. You know what I mean? Mm. Don't worry, it's not Coke. It's the doctor, Dr. Pepper. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I was gone this morning. I had to go walk all the way to Poydras Street, all the way from like at least you know from Jackson all the way to like I think to like what's it St. Charles Avenue. But I went to like Simon Bolivar to go to Chicken Mart, which was now the seafood and chicken market had to go there and get like a tall can of Monster Energy drink. Oh, it's sunny and shit. Had like spent like $5 on a Monster Energy drink. Thank God I'm not Eric Cartman. No, sitting there in the other room, finger painting, screaming for his mom, yelling that he wanted an energy drink. Yeah, Eric Cartman. Um, thank God I'm not Eric Cartman. You know, being in the other room, finger painting, screaming, yelling for his mom that he needed another energy drink. Mm, mm, mm. No worry, it worries. I'm eating this Big Mac. My niece just ordered some McDonald's. I just came back, man. I was gone. Had to go to. I had to like break out a blunt, put the blunt right on my ear to hold on to it. After I got out from the seafood and chicken market, I had to walk all the way to like you know all the way to St. Charles Avenue to go all the way to Poydras Street. Before this pussy ass rain started coming down like it's about to do that thunder and lightning shit. Trying to I had to go all the way to Popeyes, choose the restroom, but the restrooms are locked. So I leave from Popeyes. So I leave from Popeyes. See, I went to like to Popeyes after I tried to go to Wendy's. I went to the bathroom, they locked. So I leave from Popeyes and going back to Wendy's to go use the bathroom. Well, it's not even locked. Well, it's not even locked. I used the bathroom at Wendy's. Finished using the bathroom. Then I left to go all the way to Porter Street. Had to head to the bus stop. Pulled out the lighter to light up this blunt. It's a pineapple soda like blunt. Mm. I like the blunt. You know what I mean? I let the lighter touch the blunt. Now I had to smoke it. I had to smoke it. I'm trying to smoke it. It won't even puff slow. It won't even puff fast enough. It's not even puffing fast enough. It puffing. It started to puff real slow. Shit, even when I'm at the bus stop in Porters, I start remembering lots of things. I had my umbrella sitting alongside me and Miss the energy drink. So the lady just wanted that spot on the bus stop. I'm trying to sit down and smoke my blunt and finish smoking my blunt. So I got up off the seat on the bus stop, go sit on that hard thing. I was outside the Hale Boggs, federal building. Yeah. Mm. While I'm still sitting down, on that hard concrete outside of the federal building. There's a security guard, the allied security guard coming out the fucking building. I'm like, I think like, oh fuck, let me stand up before she start nipping at my ass. Let me stand up before this bitch in the fucking uniform is gonna start nipping at my ass. So I stood up. And the security guard did not even do shit to me. She ain't bothered to look at me, so she just left and gone on the other side of the building. Trying to finish smoking a blunt. I'm trying to take my time and start puffing on. Try to start finish puffing on the blunt fast enough. When I try to finish puffing on the blunt fast enough, while I'm still holding the fucking still the fucking energy drink in my hand, my umbrella by my side. Yeah, that dog's gonna bark over a bunch of shit. Not necessary. I don't know what's up with these fucking dogs. Oh, right, the lunch break is over. With it's over. Let me do one last thing before I had to do this news about Mr. Mel Brooks, who is a Hollywood icon, who had directed the Blazing Saddles film. Damn, my sister tried to call me while I was on Poydras Street. I had to go all across the street to go hang right outside the restaurant that's been in the game since 1938. Mother's Mother's Restaurant. It's right across the street from the federal building. I tried to hang outside by the trash can. Had put my energy drink on top of the trash can, and the wind just overpowered the energy drink and let it fall right off the trash can, hit the dirt. I feel slow my energy drink. I got flung up on and spilled off the can and shit. After that, I had to sit down on the bench outside of the legendary Mother's Restaurant. Yeah, people coming out of the building. While I'm sitting there on the bench smoking a blunt. I had finished smoking a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was gonna fucking rain, it's like the everyday cycle with the rainy weather. I'm holding the umbrella over my head while I'm still walking all the way to the river walk, especially the mall. And then I see this dude standing right outside the building. I had a conversation with him before I had to get inside the mall. I had to open the door for some folks to get inside the building before I had to get inside the building. Then I walked to the bathroom to go take a shit in the toilet. I go in the toilet, go take a shit. I sit my ass on the toilet to take a shit. Took the liquefied one, took the liquefied shit. And I finished using the toilet, so I had to flush the toilet. I had to wash my hands, left the bathroom. I seen this guy, this white man, and his two sons are standing against the wall in the bathroom. This man is helping his kids, you know, blow dry their shoes. So I compensated with the guy. I told him he's gonna need an umbrella, but he told me he was at the with the aquarium with his sons, with two of his sons. But I know he was at the aquarium all throughout the day. Finished that conversation and ended it quickly before I had to leave to go to Lids to go buy this hat. It's a it's a Dodgers hat. So I pulled out like $60. I pulled out about $60 out of my pocket, and the guy right there was behind the register, was working for Lids. He's greeting me while I'm trying to buy the hat, this hat. Even though it's gonna rain outside all throughout this entire morning, this entire day, I found the hat, and then I had to go to the guy who had greeted me in the store. So he took me straight to to that register where that guy James was working behind. You know what I'm saying? See the guy right there who had on that Saints hat on backwards. The guy who had that Saints hat on backwards, James. He uh he must have went to the back. Well, that guy is taking me to that register where James was at. He's James is like a cashier. He wears the Saints hat. He left while that guy is taking me to that register so I can pay for the hat. I got $15 back from the $60 that I had spent on this hat. Right after I leave right after I leave the store, I go to the vending machine and get the bag of chips. Spent $2 on a bag of chips. That was from the vending machine. Well, I left. Well, I left from the mall, the river walk. I leave to go all the way to the buildings. Go eat that bag of chips. Even though I was about to listen to some music on my phone, I had I had the Bluetooth headphones on my head. I had them on my ears in my head. I look up. I see my sister was trying to call me from like earlier this morning, and I tried to get to call my sister right back and see if she was going to answer the call. And then the voicemail comes in. I'm like, the person you're trying to reach is not available. I had to hang the phone up. I had to hang the phone up and listen to Ice T, his the greatest hits of the Evidence album. He had 16 tracks. We have a bunch of songs that came from his previous albums, and the songs that can be on the greatest hits album, they got previous songs that from the previous albums. I listened to the song, listened to the songs. While I was about to go all the way to Magazine Street. Straight away from Poitras. Listen to some music. Listen to play the songs. Like 6 in the morning, I'm your pusher. Like peel your caps back, and uh, you played yourself, and some songs I had to listen to. And and original gangster, OG. I skip a couple of songs and go to the song. It was called "The Money, the Power, the Woman." The song you can hear audio of a scene that was from the movie Scarface, with when Tony was talking to Manny in Miami. He already told he already told Manny, you gotta get the money first. When you get the money, you get the power. And when you get the power, you get the woman. So you can play the audio over and over and over again in those little courses. So then I had to go at come home. That's the part that I had to give up on calling my sister right back. That's the point where I had to give up calling my sister back. But enough about me. Let's talk about why the Hollywood icon is honoring the comedian slash actor. Take you right there to this one. Hollywood legend Mel Brooks, 99 years old, makes a rare outing to honor a fellow comedian, Eddie Murphy. It was like 3 minutes ago. Actor and director Mel Brooks, 99 years old, he made a rare special appearance in a new Netflix special yes, honoring Eddie Murphy's iconic 5 decade long career. Previous Sunday, I forgot. On previous Sunday, May the 31st, the 51st AFI Life Achievement Award, a tribute to Eddie Murphy, premiered on Netflix, giving the special recognition to the 65-year-old influential comedian. Every year, the AFI Life Achievement Award is given to highlight an individual whose talent has, in a fundamental way, advanced the art of the film. And now, Eddie's turn has come, and Mel had nothing but praise to share for his fellow actor. This comes as Eddie Murphy he previously opened up about a wild night out in New York City, in NYC, New York City, spent with famed comedians like Robin Williams and John Belushi. During the television broadcast, Mel delivered a pre-taped introduction honoring the comedy legend, marking his first major public appearance in months. Prior to this, he actively promoted the HBO two-part documentary Mel Brooks, the 99-year-old man in like previous January. He took to the stage like Mel shared. Let me see this here. Let me rephrase. As he took the stage, Mel shared, "Before you were born, even before I was born, the movies were born. One of the great gifts they gave us, perhaps the greatest gift, was laughter. In its earliest days, there were kings of comedy. Yeah, yeah, there were the kings of comedy like Charlie Chaplin, there was Michael Keaton, and at least Christopher Lloyd. They mentioned the names, the last names of these kings, like Chaplin, Keaton, and Lloyd. That's the names. So he continued that he had some. Yeah, he did continue. He continued like some have talents that burst beyond the screen and onto the stage. They create characters that have us look inside ourselves. And there are some very few that did it all. But tonight, beyond the echo of laughter, we honor a man full of greater support. Yeah, let me go restart. We honor a man full of greater surprises and one who broke barriers to drive culture forward. Over the years, Eddie has become a household name appearing in a number of iconic television shows and movies. Some of his most famous works, including his appearances in The Haunted Mansion, Coming to America, Norbit, The Nutty Professor, Trading Places, Daddy Daycare, yeah, Daddy Daycare, and among others. Eddie has become famously known for his iconic voice, acting roles including the voice of Donkey in the Shrek franchise, Mushu the Dragon in Mulan, and Thurgood Stubbs. He played the Thurgood Stubbs character in the animated situation comedy show called The PJs. Every year, the AFI Life Achievement Award is given to someone that has made an influential impact in the entertainment industry. Past recipients of the coveted award included Denzel Washington, Meryl, yeah, that's words, Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, Nicole Kidman, and Julie Andrews, and more. In addition to an appearance from Mel, many other industry stars have stepped out of before the. Let me see here. Let me read. Let me read. Let me restart over. In addition to an appearance from Mel Brooks, many other industry stars stepped out for the ceremony honoring Eddie during the filmed event. Uh, yeah, they were honoring him during the filmed event. There were also speeches from, oh yeah, Belle Aykroyd on the behalf of her father, actor Dan Aykroyd, comedian Bill Burr. Well, these are the comedians that's already been already in attendance. Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Arsenio Hall. Yeah, Arsenio Hall, who used to being in the film with Eddie Murphy in 1988 and 1989 in Coming to America and the Harlem Nights. Kevin Hart. Yeah, Marty Marr loves the kids, man, and Martin Lawrence. Eva Longoria. Yeah, Eva Longoria. Tracy Morgan, yeah. Mr. Hustle Man himself. Mike Myers, he's the one that did the Wayne's World skit on Saturday Night Live with Dana Carvey. Judge Reinhold, anybody remember him from Fast Times at Ridgemont High and in Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3 as Billy Rosewood. Christopher Julius Rock, who was known to work with Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Kenan Thompson. Uh, oh yeah, the guy who he had produced with Eddie Murphy in the Hollywood Shuffle, Robert Townsend, and the guy who he did a skit with, Mr. Stevie Wonder. The ceremony also includes it also included the unforgettable live performance with the lovely Jennifer Hudson, with a house band led by Ricky Minor. Ricky Minor. Excuse me. I got too queasy during all my reading. Eddie accepted the award to a standing ovation in his acceptance speech. He said in a part like, looking out and seeing all my family, all my kids, my beautiful wife, seeing all the different people that I worked with, this is a moment, a special moment. I'd like to thank everybody for this night that I will remember forever and ever. Yeah, man, that kind of started making it more and more worse when you're shocking the people in Hollywood. Nobody else even know that he has another child. What's that gonna shock Hollywood? What's that gonna so shock in Hollywood? It's like not even helping the game so quick, but there's some mentions gonna be on there. Don't worry. It's not gonna it's not gonna bother people. Shit. Shit kills me, man. My thing is, why would this thing happen? Why would this thing happen with Mel Brooks? Like, is he honoring Eddie Murphy? Really? The guy, the guy is known for directing a film that Richard Pryor has been featured on. Is Blazing Saddles. I remember that one part I read about how he kicked Richard Pryor off the set, and he kind of knew he knew that Richard was trying to ruin the film stuff, but he had his own little spin to it. You know, that's being a legend in your own right, in your own prime. You want to be a legend? Be a legend. You can live forever, and you can live forever and ever if you want to. If you want to, that's your choice. Things are not that good for everybody to see how these comedians lived to do what they had to do. They had done something else, even though everybody remember, man. Last night I was watching a Law and Order rerun. Watch the season 5 episode that was called Wannabe. This one here we had Bill Prescott. He about to get out of the cab, and he was about to go home to his wife and his father-in-law and their son. And all of a sudden, they can hear the sound of gunshots, even though you hear sound of gunshots like pum pum. He got hit, and then all of a sudden he got hit, and then his father-in-law had to open the door, and he saw him laying there dead. So they called the NYPD to canvass the crime scene into the murder of Bill Prescott. And then you had to look at the shit. It was from like 1995. Yeah, I did not know they had the season 5 and episode. Yeah, jumped in the scene. Jumped in the scenes what happened when they had to go. The detectives, uh, Jerry Orbach, rest in peace. He was featured on the show. You know what I mean? Christopher Nove, who had to be he played as Detective Logan. He was on there. Uh, see, uh, Joey Orbach, he played as Detective Briscoe. So the thing about these two guys, man, they gel and mesh. In like 1993, 1994, 1995, I think it was 1992. From like 1992 to like 1996, they gelled together. It was actors until 1996 hit. When season 6 came, they called Benjamin Bratt to replace Chris Nove from from season from one of the seasons. I think it was seasons 3 to like freaking 4 or 5. I don't know. I think it was like, how many times did they have it, man? Oh yeah, that's all they got. They got seasons from the show. I did not even know that. Then they had to go to the school to go talk to the headmaster and all that to find out what happened to Bill Prescott. The episode. While trying to watch the other scene when he had to go to that town car place, and I'm trying to watch the rest of the episode, and all of a sudden the fucking screen froze. Even though the all of a sudden they shut the internet off whilst trying to watch the rest of the show last night. So came and watched Law and Order. So I got jumped to the antenna TV stuff. It was like last night. Well, let me explain to you about how E40 had done the album. 1994, E40, he already done the work on the album. I feel it was at the I was at the studio. He put together a bunch of songs that was for the album in a major way, right? He was working with Sam Bostic and Michael Mosley. So the same guy who was working with Tupac in 1994, where he was putting together an album called "Me Against the World." Uh, so he had 15 songs like intro, "If I Die Tonight," and things like that. We'll go to the album stuff. See, in 1994, Tupac was working on uh, this album here, "Me Against the World." Here, there were like 15 songs. Like it's the intro, "If I Die Tonight," "Me Against the World," "So Many Tears," "Temptations," "Young Niggas," "Heavy in the Game," "Lord Knows," "Dear Mama," "It Ain't Easy," "Can You Get Away," "Old School," "Fuck the World," "Death Around the Corner," and "Outlaw." The main people who already been producing the album, it was Brother Watani, Atron Gregory, uh, Gregory Jacobs, Michael Mosley, Michael Mosley, and Easy Mo B, who has been producing for Biggie. So we're gonna explain to y'all about "In a Major Way." The same year that Tupac had to finish the "Me Against the World" album, but then the album got released in 1995. Look at "In a Major Way" right here. See, they got a bunch of songs that that uh that he was about to be working on. E40, Earl Stevens. He he wanted to get the help from Sam Bostic and Michael Mosley. So they're the ones that produced the album. You know, they had him doing songs like 16 songs like intro, uh, chip and the phone. Yeah, like songs like that intro, chip and the phone, the bumble, sideways, spitting on the microphone, sprinkle me, out of bonds, not out of bounds, out of bounds, dusted and disgusted, one love, smoke and drink, they ain't no, FedEx, HILL, well, it's HILL, Bootsy. It's all bad in outro. So the albums were already been done in 1994, before it got released in like 1995. These these are two albums that came out in 95, released in 1995. So see, one thing is about the Bay Area, you got to learn all this from these guys, man. You tell me about what happened with Too Short. Too Short. He's like, man's been rapping since '86, man. 85, '86. Even though he was with the Dangerous Crew. That's all you get to see about these guys. Let's talk about Drew Down for a minute. Let's talk about Drew Down. He been he been rapping since the day he came out. You know, the '90s. So see, CNH, he was already with him. He was already with him with the song called "Pimp of the Year." You know, all that pimping he been doing, man. Say he been pimping. He been pimping since 1984, man. Because he knows what he doing. He knows his shit. When you already have a mind of your own and you want to be start pimping, do what you gotta do and keep pimping. Keep doing it. So you can rhyme if you want. You can pimp if you want to. If you want to do it, just do it gracefully. Yuck mouth. Can't even forget about Yuck mouth. Uh, and Numbskull. These guys can rap like nobody else can ever tell them nothing. So the song I got 5 on it. You always listen to the song if you hear anything. Then you have a remix of it. If it was him, if it was, I think they're working with E40, the remix. You listen to the song, man, you hear it for once. So Operation Stat Cola came out around in 1995, the same year those albums came out, like Tupac, Me Against the World, and E40 in a major way. Yeah, these guys, man, they open up the doors. They ain't about to be knocking on no doors, man. They fucking breaking in the motherfucking doors. They ain't got no time to be knocking on doors. They busting in. So they taking their chances by getting into the rap game, and they're not even pushing the boundaries anymore. They had to get they had to get how you always get it. It's like get in what you fit in. That's when you listen to other songs. What Too Short did, like, oh, yeah. You listen to songs like all my bitches are gone. You listen to the song, they try to use something from a theme song from a Raw Deal movie. They try to use some da, 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 da. They try to use that from the movie Raw Deal. They try to use that, and it sounded just like it sounded like Kaminsky's Stumps. It sounded like Kaminsky's Stumps, but you might go hear a song and then you hear a song called it was called The Dangerous Crew. You know, I think they this MC Search with the song. I think it was like dun, 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 dun. But it sounded just like Heartbeat Props. This is what it sounded like. It was featuring Spice One, Ant Banks, Shorty B, I think it was Goldie. So so the song, I think it was a diss on MC Search. I'm not even talking about PSK. You know what I'm saying? See, listen to the music. It works for everybody. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're hard. Be hard. Don't be don't be in front of them like you're a straight up gangster. You let them niggas bust up your back. Let them niggas bust up your motherfucking back. Shit. Uh, see, like the song called "What You Want." That was from Above the Law. Anybody heard of them? Um, you know that's KMG, Gomac, Big Hutch. There was Cocaine. They did a song with Tupac and Money B, and you had cameos. The music video in 1992, they had cameos from Eazy-E and MC Ren sitting there on the steps. They showcased them sitting there on the steps during the video shoot. Even though even though Stretch, rest in peace, man. God bless the dead. Stretch, whose real name is Randy Walker. He was already he was already in a cameo for "Call What You Want." You know what I mean? These people, man, they already got featured on the video, man. You can't even get no type of option on it. So so Gregory Jacobs, who's also known as Shock G, he already supported uh Above the Law. You know what I'm saying? So the rap game is already changing. They've been changing like that since the 80s and 90s. They've been changing. Well, people can be safe from what they saw in the media or the news. The news was like completely off the it's completely off the basis, off the charts. If you listen to all the music, man, they will just come out there and say, "Okay, let's go make this hot beat," and they can listen to it all day. Go through like 16 bars and writing a bunch of lyrics. I'll say, all right, it's easy. You can do that, but don't go throwing a hot 16 at MC Search. MC Search will just tell you like Mr. Magic, like who the fuck are you? Get out of here. That's like some shit that like some people say, oh, the tape was garbage, it was whack. It's like MC not MC Search, Mr. Magic. He will go straight to by he'll go straight to Chris Parker, who had to be KRS-One. He'll tell him in Scott LaRock, who had to be Scott Sterling, God rest the dead, um, that like their tape was so whack and it was garbage. And KRS-One said, "Garbage? MC Shan is garbage." So KRS One, he'll be in the room with a lot of people, man, sitting there, bugging out and shit. And he want to do that South Bronx song. He do that South Bronx record. That's just like the battle raps that come out there. Goes back to the 80s, like 1986, 1987. When you had the battle raps, that just happened. They've been happening like since what 1981 when the battle raps happened. It's all led to beatboxing. So no gunplay whatsoever. See, MC Shan, in the Juice Crew, man, these guys were these guys were these guys were doing their rhymes, man. You know, Roxanne Shante, you know, they're like the East Coast rap scene there. They're in the East Coast rap scene. Uh, Kango Kid, Dr. Ice, the educated rapper. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys that was on there. The UTFO guys, you got these people there. Shit. Yeah, the DJ Molly Mall. Yeah, DJ Molly Mall, who used to be a Sergio Valenti jeans factory worker. He wanted to start DJing for UTFO and Roxanne Shante. So see, Roxanne Shante, she's like a mom now. She's like a mother now. She got a kid. She got a kid to raise. You know what I'm saying? Roxanne Shante can be the baddest sister ever in hip hop, man. You can tell me about Queen Latifah. You can tell me about what she was about to be doing. She be rapping. She be rapping like there's no other person could do. Nobody can outdo what she do. MC Light. That woman can rap, man. He'll make every man be her roughneck. You know what I'm saying? She she rough as nails, man. Uh, Yo-Yo, Yolanda Whitaker. That woman can come out there on stage wielding a baseball bat like she was going to smash and crush every female MC to pieces. She is not the one to fucking play with, man. When she got featured in a woman's touch, or AKA it's a man's world. I think it came from Ice Cube's album. I think Ice Cube had already featured her in the song "Woman's Touch." But you have JD, who was in the Lynch Mob. You have Del the Funky Homo Sapien. He was in the Lynch Mob. You got Shorty. He was in the Lynch Mob. So this was after Ice Cube's departure from Ruthless Records and NWA. You know what I'm saying, with Easy E and MC Ren and Dr. Dre and DJ Yella and all that, man. You know, all these guys were like the kings of the West Coast. But the East Coast, man, back in the 80s, they were dominating the charts. Early 80s, late 80s, whatever. They're dominating, man. Straight up dominating. Ice T came in with the syndicate, man. And he'll kick the doors down with them, the syndicate. Uh with Evil E, Dolly Ortiz and all those people, man, that was in there. uh, his ex girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. This was long before. This was years before the formation of Body Count. That was before the formation of Body Count. Uh, this thrash metal rap group that's been around between 1991 and 1992. They came through. They came through. They broke the barriers with Cop Killer. See, Cop Killer, it had 3 or 4 albums anyway, and I don't know why. Probably 2 or 3 or 4 albums. That Born Dead is out there. This is after the albums Ice T came in. It was like it was Ryan Pace. It was Ryan Pace, Power. Who else? Uh, let's see. Uh, shit. OG, Original Gangster album. Uh, I ain't new to this. Yeah, it's the album. I ain't new to this. You have other shit there. Then they have Return of the Real. Uh, it was it was part of Chapter Six. I don't even know. It had like 20 songs on them. But the other albums that just came out, things don't change, man. What they wanted to take over, they can take over. Right before these no good ass mumble rappers come out there and start butchering the game, shit. A lot of the rap OGs, they don't even give a fuck during these interviews, bro. They don't even care. They just don't have no time and the patience for that. So for me, those mumble rappers, man, they ain't shit. They bet it can't be hip hop, and they just want to butcher the rap game that the OG rappers had to put down for those that were coming up, man. That's gonna crush the OG rappers like Ice T, Ice Cube, Method Man, Redman, all the motherfucking rappers that came out in that laid the game down for every young rapper that was gonna come up. Lil Yachty, man, he ended up disrespecting the OG rappers that's no longer with us, like the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. Lil Xan, whoever his name is, he disrespects Tupac. These young rappers ain't even hip hop, bro. They're not hip hop. They just want to butcher the game and make it bad. And make it look bad, and make it look weak and obsolete. So they got to learn the formula, get the formula from other people, man. See, E40, he doesn't even like what was going on with these mumble rappers either. He didn't know what's going on with them. So Fat Joe, who the fucking guy was. Anybody knows Fat Joe over there? He a legend. in the rap game. He been in the game since 1993. Among the rappers that's been in the game, Easy E, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Drew Down, you know what I'm saying, and Rapping Forte, all the other rappers that came into the game so quick, man. All these rappers came through. They wanted to put in some work in their music. They're the fathers of rap, okay? Snoop Dogg, the East Siders. These guys were like the godfather of godfathers of rap. They're like the Michael Corleones of rap. The Dog Pound. Shit. They're like the Dons of rap. When the mumble rappers butcher everything, man, they go end up getting this fucking spanking or something. You know what I'm saying? They go get taught some manners. Shit. Memphis Bleak would took his belt off his jeans, he would whoop his spank that ass real fucking quick. Shit. Beanie Siegel ain't playing with these whack niggas, man. He ain't playing with them. He'll take off the belt, whoop their asses, man. He ain't fucking around. They come at Memphis Bleak. These niggas come at Memphis Bleak. Niggas come at Memphis Bleak that bad. Huh. They'll give give these young mumble rappers the welts with those fucking belts. Shit. Teach them manners and all that. So yeah. So the so does Mr. Takashi 69. He'll get the spanking if he starts saying some shit about the OGs. You're the rappers that you see on television are now deceased. Okay, Big L, Big Punisher. Okay, MF Doom, PNB Rock. Yeah. Who else? Who else died? Uh, DMX, Black Rob, Craig Mack, the Notorious B.I.G., Fight Dog. You know what I'm saying? Big Psych, Stretch, Tupac, Easy E, Scott LaRock, Trouble T. Roy, Heavy D. And those that died, like the DJs, Clark Kent, DJ Screw, and Michael Watts. The DJs that you see on TV are now dead. The, a lot of the other Rap OGs will be damned if they let the mumble rappers step over them. Shit. Rap OGs ain't playing with them like that. These mumble rappers wanna these mumble rappers don't wanna go to war with the rap OGs. The rap OGs will take them to war. Shit. If you guys already watched this video, you see me ranting and raving over what's going on with these mumble rappers disrespecting the OG rappers. Hit the motherfucking like button. It will help out me and my channel. If not, hit the goddamn like button for JD and Valentino and Hannibal and Eddie Jackson Jr. If you don't want to hit the like button on this video. Shit, I'm about to go watch off the script, man. I ain't got no time to keep ranting and raving over this bullshit no more.